Love it or loathe it, the multi-storey car park in Gateshead never fails to generate a fair degree of discussion when brought up in conversation. In the 1960s, shopping was very popular in Newcastle city centre, and Gateshead, of course, needed to rival the trend. The Owen Luder partnership was given the opportunity to design the centre for the property development company E. Alec Coleman Investments Limited, who had already been working on the development of the then popular Tricone complex in Portsmouth. The plans included an indoor market, outdoor shops, a pub, restaurant, and the multi-storey car park on top of the complex. These plans were approved, and the centre was under construction in 1964 by the firm Sir Robert McAlpine. The building was famed as a brutalist style and made special because of this modernist design by its minimal use of steel. The complex was made of grey brick and reinforced concrete and was way ahead of its time. It was hailed as a contemporary design classic. In recent years, the building has been regarded by some as quite an eyesore. This is mainly down to its poor construction. There have been many long-standing problems of spalling of the concrete in places, mainly on the concrete facing of the car park deck and service towers. This is where the concrete has broken away from the steel reinforcing underneath it. This concrete brute of a car park was opened in April 2008 for a farewell series of guided tours ahead of its dismantling. Some 2,000 people visited that weekend. The top 5 floors, having been out of use since around 1985 on safety grounds, were reopened, allowing close-up views of the stairwell parapet where Jack Carter, played by Michael Caine, hurled Coronation Street's Brian Moseley, who was playing a corrupt property developer, over the side to his death. I'm sure it wouldn't be too difficult to get a few more developers up there to suffer the same fate. The tour included the chance to peer through the grimy windows of the rooftop restaurant, a groundbreaking notion by the designer Owen Luder. but the actual room remained closed, as it had been since the building was finished, because of technical problems and a lack of commercial interest in such an eerie dining spot. The writing is almost definitely on the wall for this huge white elephant. After nearly 2 years of hard negotiating between Tesco's, the current owners, the architects for the new build and the demolition company, the green light has been given to completely demolish the car park commencing January 2010. I grew up around this area. My family and many of my relatives were forced to move to make way for this car park in Gateshead. Many close-knit communities were dispersed and were never to reform. I, for one, will be glad to see it erased from the landscape.